Hi, this is Joseph Williams, son of John Williams, and you are watching the Nerf Herder Council.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to a completely impromptu mini episode of the Nerf Herder Council. I'm your host, JT, but today I am Big Brother JT. Sorry, getting a little emotional. Tomorrow is May the 4th, which for all of us Star Wars nerds is an enormous, enormous day, obviously, as we all know. There's the raging debate over whether it's Revenge of the 5th on Monday or if it's Revenge of the 6th on Tuesday. We'll figure that out later. But what's most important right now is today is May the 3rd. And today is AJ's birthday. And I wanted to come on and just do a quick little blurb a little bit just to celebrate him. Every time that, we go live, I always say, he's my brother. He's my best friend. And that's true. So, when people do podcasts and shows and provide content and all that stuff, a lot of times they just say, "Oh, we're best friends and we're this close and we're this, that, and the other." And a lot of times, knowing, what I know from behind the scenes from friends that do it, a lot of times it's not true. It's just, hey, let's make it look good for the camera. But with AJ and I, it is true. He is my best friend. And God, what the hell am I doing? Cheese ass. Good Lord. He's going to make fun of me when he sees this. But yeah, AJ and I really are best friends, man. And we started the show, man, December of 2015 as an excuse for he and I to just hang out. We talked Star Wars a ton, and we finally were like, everyone's doing podcasts. Why don't we just put a mic in front of our faces and do a podcast? And it gives us an excuse to hang out, like, every other week. And here we are 10 years later, still doing it. And it's awesome. It again, it gives us just a chance to catch up. And no matter what's going on in either of our lives, we've got that, hour and a half, 2 hours every other Wednesday to just sit here and bullshit about nerd stuff. And it's awesome. It's just awesome. And Star Wars is, it's literally the thing that made us best friends, which is awesome. And it's honestly one of the reasons why I love Star Wars so much. I always think about Star Wars in terms of the Top Gun quote when Goose passes away, where his wife is like, he'd have flown without you, but he'd have hated it. And I always think about that with Star Wars. Like, I would have done Star Wars without AJ, but it wouldn't have been as special. And I still remember in 1980 when I saw Episode 4 for the first time. It was like a month or two before Empire came out in our local theater. They put out Episode 4 right before Empire, and I first saw Episode 4 at that point with my parents, and I just got totally sucked in. I've said it many times on the show that Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon were the original bastion of cool in my life. And I went home and I just completely lost my mind over Star Wars. And I got little record albums and stuff, little 45s. I got toys and all that kind of stuff. And I was 4. AJ was only 1 at the time. And but as we're growing up, like, I was the big brother, so we would hang out obviously all the time. And he got into Star Wars, vicariously through me because first of all, I mean, it's Star Wars toys. Who doesn't like that? And then, but hearing the records and all this kind of stuff, and I was showing him pictures and all this kind of thing. And in 1983, when Jedi came out, I was 7 and AJ was 4, so he had his first Star Wars experience in the movie theater at age 4 as well. And I will never forget sitting next to him in that theater, just like oh my God, I'm seeing Return of the Jedi. It's like a new Star Wars movie. Let's go. But the more overriding emotion was, holy shit, I'm with my little brother. Like, yeah, like we've been talking about Star Wars for years, and now we're doing it. And it was just awesome. And when they put Jedi back out in theaters 2 years ago, AJ and I went together, and it was 40 years for us since we experienced Star Wars for the first time. And it was just incredible. And last week we went to see Revenge of the Sith in theaters, and he and I had been to the midnight movie when it came out in 2005, and we went to the exact same theater, ironically, that we saw that that showing at, and we were sitting there watching Star Wars again. And he and I have not missed a Star Wars movie since Return of the Jedi. And it's awesome. It's really awesome, because I am so passionate about Star Wars, and as I said earlier, it's made even better by the fact that I get to share it with AJ. And so, I mean, you guys who pay attention to the show know that I'm always like super emotional and jazzed up about everything, and it's so awesome to have someone to bounce that off of and to share it with. And AJ's just as excited as I am, but he's much more reserved, as you guys can tell. It's like, I hate to use a cliche term, but like he's the yin to my yang. And it's so much fun to celebrate Star Wars with him. And he, like I say, he's my best friend, man. My earliest memory of my entire life was sitting on our grandparents' couch over in Parma Heights, Ohio, and I was holding him, and I don't know if it just came into my head or if one of my parents said it, but someone said, "This is your little brother. You got to protect him." And that's literally my earliest memory in my life. AJ was maybe weeks old at that point, and I was 3. And I just have always tried to take care of him ever since then. Our big brother, DA, he's done the same for both of us. And I know, all the stuff I'm saying about AJ, and we'll say here in a minute, Derek, DA feels the same way. The 3 brothers, the 3 of us are incredibly tight. And, AJ being the youngest, DA and I have always been like really protective of him, and just, he's our little brother, man. And AJ hates when I use the term little brother, but look, man, I'm the big brother, and every once in a while I can use that. So just know when I call AJ my younger brother, it's me trying not to say, it's my little brother. So, but yeah, so today is AJ's birthday, and he is man, I just, people always say, "Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of the person you are, this, that, and the other." And with AJ, it's not hyperbole. It's not the cliche. Like he, as he's grown and, gone through the years and stuff like that, he really has gotten to be a much he's just a better person every day. And he improves himself. He improves his outlook, both in terms of his mental health and his physical health. He's an inspiration for me. Like he's just become more patient, more tolerant, more accepting, more open-minded to all sorts of things. It's awesome to see. And I really wish I could be that way. And I do look to him at times. I'm like, man, AJ's doing this. Why don't you do it, you dumbass? Like, he's just an exceptional person. I don't have enough great things to say about him. He's just beautiful, man. He's just beautiful. And if I knew him as a friend, just ran into him, you know, if we weren't related, I'd be like, man, I love that guy. And um, I don't have to say that because he's my brother. I can call him anytime I want. I could text him anytime I want. And I've had him in my life every single day since May 3rd of 1979. And to have this beautiful person that you would just be so blessed to know, like at any point in your life, to have that person be your own blood and, you know, your younger brother, much less your best friend, man, is it's just crazy. And I'm sorry for getting all weepy. But I love AJ to death. He's just, God, he is such a blast, man. He's a total character, and he's just as lovable and as frustrating and as goofy a person as you'll ever meet, but he's also the most dedicated, heartfelt person that anyone can ever hope to have in their lives, man. And I am truly, truly blessed to have him as my brother and my best friend. So um man, I love him. I just absolutely love him. And he's 46 years old today, and God willing, we'll have him for another 46 more, if not more than that. So, man, AJ, from your big brother, JT, my God, do I love you. And I hope you have the best day today. And I hope you have the best day every day from here on out. As I've said so many times, I will always be your biggest fan and your biggest supporter. I love you to death, man. And I just hope you have an absolutely kick-ass birthday, dude. Man, safe travels out there. I know you're going out of country here in a couple weeks, so safe travels there. I know as we speak, you are on a river rafting, I think in West Virginia. So yeah, buddy. The very happiest of birthdays to you from your big brother. You're my little brother. I know you hate that. But I love you, man. You are the scruffiest nerf herder in the galaxy. And as I always do, I'm gonna paraphrase Limp Bizkit. This one goes out to you, AJ Drake. You are my favorite motherfucker. I love you, AJ, man. Very, very happy birthday, buddy. I love you. See ya. Thanks, guys. Oh wait, where's the? Oh wait, apparently I'm still on. Sign off. Now see ya. That's why AJ's the tech guy.